Hi everyone, Puma here, and for today's video I want to talk about the fairy type. So many Pokemon like Gardevoir, Marill, and Jigglypuff already converted over to fairy type. I'm just kind of curious to see like what other past Pokemon will also receive a fairy type makeover. For today's video I'm going to be listing some of the top Pokemon that I think will receive this change. Definitely Clefairy. It has fairy in its name and it's more of a fairy than Jigglypuff, so if Jigglypuff's going to become a fairy, Clefairy's obviously going to become a fairy. The only reason why this one's on my list, it's because Nintendo didn't reveal that Clefairy was going to get the change. Which, for me, it's a bit odd because it's so blatantly a fairy. I mean, unless they're gonna like screw us and do another Alomola type of thing where like, it looks like a fairy, it sounds like a fairy, it acts like a fairy, but it isn't a fairy. I mean, they did that with Alomola, if you don't remember. It looks like a love disc, it's slightly bigger than a love disc, it's a water type like a love disc, but it's not the evolution of love disc. What the shit? So unless they do that again and not give a fairy type change, and that's why they didn't reveal it, which is kind of stupid. Then Clefairy, Clefable, and Cleffa. Okay, so next on my list, it's actually two Pokemon. It's kind of tied. It's Chansey and Audino. I think that Chansey and Audino, they have a very good chance of becoming a fairy type because fairies are like supposedly the healing types, the types that connect with hearts and like tap upon emotions and along that type of jazz. So Chansey and Audino being the healing Pokemon, I think that they have a really good shot at becoming fairy types in the next generation. Number 3 on my list is Togepi, well, the Togepi family. Well, yes, Togepi's evolutions Togetic and Togekiss are both already dual-type Pokemon. I think that they will receive a conversion and become fairy flying instead of normal flying. Simply because, similar to Chansey and Audino, Togekiss has like that correlation to emotions and like the heart and happiness. And it has like that mythical connotation to it. Like the Togepi family has like that very rare mystical kind of feel to it, so I feel like it would definitely be a very big candidate for a fairy type change. Number 4 on my list is Celebes. Now, out of all the Pokemon that already exist, I'd say that Celebes looks the most like a fairy. I mean, it has the small body, the wings, and really? Be happy you don't live in my neighborhood. First blackouts and then fucking helicopters. I think that Celebes will become a grass fairy simply because, like with Clefairy's case, it looks like a fairy, it acts like a fairy, and unless it's gonna be like another Alomola case, it should become a fairy. Number 5 on my list, it's Manaphy and Phione. Now, unlike Celebes where it looks like a fairy, Manaphy and Phione, they actually are based off of sea angels, and angels, fairies, pretty similar, right? So that coupled with the fact that Manaphy has like healing powers and like the ability to touch upon like Pokemon's hearts with its move Heart Swap. Seriously, is like someone doing cocaine in my neighborhood? Why the fuck are they freaking circling around my house? God damn. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck yourself, go take your helicopter propeller thing and shove it up your ass. I'm sorry, it's just like, first a blackout and then a stupid ass helicopter who thinks that he's like the shit for flying around my neighborhood. Fuck you! Okay. So I think that Manaphy and Phione definitely have a good chance of becoming water fairies because Sea Angel, water fairy. Pretty close. Right correlation, and I think that Phione, the only reason why Phione would become a fairy too is because with Phione being the offspring of Manaphy, it makes total sense for Phione to get the type change or Manaphy to get it as well. Thank you so much for watching my fairy type video. Hold on a second. Is it gone? Okay, it's gone. Thank God. I hate helicopters. And I will see you guys soon. Puma out.